They say you can't really know someone until you walk in their shoes. Here's a pair to try on for size.
I was in a car accident in 2001. The car accident disabled me, so I'm no longer employable. I was paying all of my bills, partial payments, and the payments that were still pending kept adding up. So I lost my apartment. I became homeless. You get a lot of doors shut in your face. You get a lot of, no, we can't help you. During that time is when I started going to CenterStone. Have you been smiling too?
If you come in front, I'm gonna make the smile going out.
That's right. It's just a good experience going down there because you know you're being treated like a human being.
There are those who fear losing their home, those with a minimal income like Regina, and those who work hard but don't make enough to cover basic needs. That's where CenterStone comes in.
In our community, we see people with food and nutrition issues, high energy assistance costs, housing issues, and we create programs to help offset or mitigate the effects of poverty on people, but also help to educate and help people out of poverty situations.
CenterStone is a community action group on Capitol Hill that came out of President Lyndon Johnson's famous War on Poverty. That was nearly 50 years ago. We're still fighting that war, and the sad truth today is more people in America are in poverty than ever before.
We serve over 20,000 households in the city of Seattle, and what's heartbreaking about that is the most recent census data shows that 75,000 households were in poverty in Seattle, but we don't nearly have enough resources to serve all of those households.
A little something for you.
One of CenterStone's core programs is its food bank. While hundreds stream through the food bank each day it's open, some simply can't make the trip.
I know what it's like to be hungry and to look in your cupboard and you don't have anything there. I've been there. And taking your last $5 and trying to figure out how much top ramen you can get and tuna and things of that nature. So, you know, that's just the way my mom raised me, is if you can be a blessing and help other people, then that's what you do. All right, young lady, here you go. Thank you. You're welcome. You have a good one now. Here you go, brother. Thank you. All righty.
All right. Have a good day.
All right, you too. I like it a lot just because I have like relationships with these people, you know. Get out of that door and let us in. But that also makes it the hard thing because a lot of the elderly folks that I've become friends with, like some of them will pass away, and that's one of the tougher parts. Like the work is not so bad, it's just, you know, you get connected with these people and then, you know, it's tough when they, you know, some of them are sick and they pass away. So I've got everything here and you're all set, you know what to do for them. The one thing I learned is like if you need help, you can't be afraid to ask for it.
Well, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Please.
Okay, all righty.
Thank you.
How do we help folks out of poverty, out of their situation permanently? Folks come with ideas and dreams of what they want to do with their lives, and they're the experts on their lives. And while we may have some tools, it's great to get their input.
Oh, mira, ¿qué ves ahí? Veo un pato amarillo que me mira a mí.
Clarissa Jerem is an ambitious, college-educated woman with big dreams. She has all the right tools for success, but sometimes you stumble in that long climb up.
I recently moved to Seattle and knew that I wanted to raise my child here. I found a job within the first 3 months, but that job was a startup business, so there were a lot of hours required of me that weren't necessarily paid. So I really feel strongly about the mission of the school that I work for, and got to a point where I felt like I needed just a little bit of help with the financial needs at home in order to keep dedicating myself to the type of work that I do here, and that's when I came to CenterStone.
What's that, Soren?
For Clarissa, The difference between struggling and stability was just $200. That $200 of support for utilities bridged the gap she needed to get back on track.
You don't go into education for the income, you go into it for the outcome. They really appreciated the point that I was coming from, and they were glad to be able to help me.
We say to ourselves sometimes we want to put ourselves out of business so that people don't need us anymore, but having people being able to achieve these things on their own is really great.
If you can't stop smiling, then you're doing good.
The slightest action, the most sincere action for another human being can transform their lives. And for me, it might be seemingly simplistic, but for them, it means the whole world.
Watch CityStream Thursday nights at 7 on the Seattle channel, or get video on demand and podcasts anytime at seattlechannel.org.